Hello students, I am Nibha Maiti from Shipra Vidyalaya. In this video, I am just going to read the lesson 3 measure, that is measure for measure. Students, reading a lesson really important activity. So you must read the lesson repeatedly, loudly and very carefully. किसी भी पाठ को ध्यान से पढ़ना सबसे महत्वपूर्ण कार्य है। जो विद्यार्थी पाठ को ध्यान लगाकर नहीं पढ़ते हैं वे कभी भी एक अच्छे विद्यार्थी नहीं हो सकते हैं। यहाँ एक महत्वपूर्ण बात मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि रीडिंग के दौरान मैं जिन शब्दों को अंडरलाइन करूँगी वे इम्पॉर्टेंट शब्द हैं, उन्हें आप भी अंडरलाइन करें। उन शब्दों को सही स्पेलिंग और प्रोनाउंसिएशन के साथ पढ़ना सीखें। The Tenali Raman's story was hugely popular because of the element of wit and humor, which that is in our heart. The selected story is an interesting thread in which Raman convincing the king about the necessity of appointing people on the basis on competence. तेनालीराम की कहानियाँ उनके बुद्धि कौशल और हास्य व्यंग्य के प्रकरणों के लिए प्रचलित हैं। इस पाठ में तेनालीराम राज दरबार में किस तरह क्षमता के अनुरूप कार्यकर्ताओं की नियुक्ति होनी चाहिए राजा को बताते हैं। आइए पढ़ें। नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट। कृष्णदेवराय was known for his patronage of poets and scholars. Krishnadev was known for his patronage of poets and scholars. He was equally fond of fine arts. Once he came to know about a brilliant artist named Raja Varma. He invited Raja Varma to the court and asked him to draw his portrait. The king was very pleased with the artist when his portrait was ready. In the portrait, the majestic and handsome king seemed to have come alive within the frame. Apart from this portrait, Raja Varma drew images of famous characters from Purans of men and women and so on. He became well known for his skills. He became close and dear to the king. Overwhelmed by joy, Krishnadev called the artist and asked him what he wanted. When Raja Varma did not reply, the king, on the spur of a generous impulse, rewarded him with chief ministership. Though Raja Varma was a good man and a brilliant artist, he had no experience whatsoever of administration. Soon everything was thrown into disorder because of his hasty decisions and bad management of the state affairs. Though people were unhappy about his administration, they did not dare to complain to the king because the king was very fond of him. The elders of the town finally approached and sought Tenali Raman's help in getting rid of the new and inept chief minister. Tenali Raman assured them, I shall soon find a harmless way to remove the artist from the chief ministership. After a few weeks, Tenali Raman invited the king, the queens, and some courtiers to his house for lunch. Meanwhile, he found a very good carpenter and put him on the job of preparing a grand feast for the king. Feast, underline the feast. The king and others sat for lunch, and at Tenali Raman's order, the carpenter began serving them. As soon as they put the first morsel of food in their mouths, the people began to request for water again and again. Soon after tasting the food, the king realized that the food was badly cooked and was unbearably hot. He was angry. Raman, who has cooked this food? Do you want us all to suffer and die by eating this horrible food? In his usual humble way, Tenali Raman said, I beg your majesty's forgiveness. Then he showed the carpenter to the king. I have never come across such an excellent carpenter, and I have put him on the job of cooking the lunch for today's feast. The king began laughing loudly. Have you lost all sense, Raman? A good carpenter should be employed to work on wood, but not on food. How did you get this funny idea? Tenali Raman asked the king. Lord, if an artist can become a chief minister, can't a carpenter become a cook? The king at once understood that Tenali Raman got a carpenter to cook the food to make him realize his error in making Raja Varma the chief minister. The king was saved from the embarrassment of removing Raja Varma from the post, because when Raja Varma came to know about the awkward incident at Raman's house, he immediately resigned from his post. Later, Raja Varma told Tenali Raman that he was happy to remain an artist. Now look at the word meanings, children. Brilliant. Brilliant means extremely good, highly intelligent. Portrait means picture or sketch. Majestic means royal, very grand. Prominent. Prominent means famous or noticeable, easily seen. Impulse. Impulse means sudden wish to do something. Reward. Reward means an award or a prize in return for services. Disorder means confusion or miss. Hasty. Hasty means quick. Hasty. Hasty means quick. Fond of. Fond of means liking somebody or something very much. Assure. Assure means promise. Grand. Grand means impressive. Morsel. Morsel means a small quantity of food. Horrible. Unpleasant feeling of dislike. Horrible. Horrible means unpleasant feeling of dislike. Humble. Humble means simple. Courteous means polite. Awkward means uncomfortable. Genius. Genius means great powers of thought, skill and imagination. Spur. Spur means an event that encourages action. Chaos. Chaos means disorder, confusion. Approached. Approached means came near. Sumptuous means grand, expensive. Generous. Generous means readiness to give kindness. Inept means unable to do work properly, unfit, unsuitable. Now students, you will learn all the word meanings and read this lesson properly. Thank you.